Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and here's my review for the movie Memory. The movie stars Liam Neeson, Monica Bellucci, Guy Pearce, and Ray Stevenson, and the movie is directed by Martin Campbell, a great filmmaker who's done movies like GoldenEye, Casino Royale, and The Mask of Zorro. However, he's also done Green Lantern, The Legend of Zorro, and now this film. Memory is a story about an expert assassin, and he's hired by this criminal organization to do an assignment, but he refuses to do that assignment. So this organization sends the Mexican intelligence and the FBI after him for doing something he never did, and it's up to him to put a stop to this criminal organization while also trying to prove his innocence to the FBI. Doesn't that sound just like every single plot to any espionage thriller ever made in cinema? I watched the movie Memory because no one else was watching it. Storm, you're on my printer. You're going to turn it on, and there's a bunch of paper that's going to fly out. Do you realize this? My cat stepping on the printer is more interesting than anything that happened in this movie. Memory. I almost fell asleep watching this fucking movie. I wanted to watch the movie because no one else watched it, and it's panned by critics, so I'm like, you know what, maybe the movie isn't that bad. How bad could this movie be, really? Critics are not right all the time. Barely any of the time, but, I'm like, how bad is this film? After about an hour, I barely was paying attention to a fucking thing that was happening, and this movie is literally just that basic, generic espionage movie that you see on like late night television on like Spike TV or something. It's like one of those like cable movies that just plays a million times and stuff. You're like, oh yeah, that Liam Neeson movie where he's a spy that's not taken. Liam Neeson. I want to talk about Liam Neeson. I love Liam Neeson. I think he's a very good actor. I love him in so many roles, and I love when he takes risks. And I don't believe every movie he does is like the same. Like, watch a movie called A Walk Among the Tombstones. That's a very good movie, a very underrated film. And I think he's very talented, but he does these like silly generic movies that just no one cares about and no one remembers after 5 minutes after watching it. Like, he did the movie Black Light that was just shit, and now this movie may not be as worse as that, but it's more boring, more forgettable, and just I don't even understand why it exists. It is literally like every plot of so many movies I've seen. It's the most blandest, unoriginal snooze fest of a film, and I can't take it anymore. I can't take these silly generic Liam Neeson movies. I want him to stop. Now stop acting. I don't want him to stop acting. I just want him to stop with these movies. Like, they're not good movies. Like, at first, it was kind of fun. The first Taken was fun, but then he made too many sequels, and then he did these other movies, like Non-Stop and Run All Night and stuff, and they got old and tiring, and just, like, oh, Liam Neeson on a plane, Liam Neeson on a train, and stuff, and, like, we don't care anymore. Except Walk Among the Tombstones. Watch that. It's a very good movie. But, like, these movies, just, no one watches them anymore, except, unless you're 65 years old. It just, no one cares anymore. And I know we're in a trend that everyone just watches superhero films. So everyone's like, well, maybe we should watch movies like this, because just cinemas run with superhero films. I get it. I'm getting the superhero fatigue as well myself, but don't settle for shit like this. Watch something fucking good. This ain't fucking good. Liam Neeson is just sleepwalking his way through his performance. Ray Stevenson is the only one trying. I'm like, dude, stop trying. It's a terrible script. It's a terrible movie. There's terrible action scenes. There's even a little bit of CGI that's embarrassing to look at. It's overly long. It's so boring. I barely could pay attention to what was happening because I was so bored and uninterested with this film. I could see, like, your grandfather watching this and enjoying it, but I can't see a normal person watching this film and be like, you know what? That's a pretty good film. It's not. Memory is just another terrible Liam Neeson film that people should just avoid. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the movie Memory a 2 out of 10. Avoid this one. Liam Neeson, try a little harder, please. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite and least favorite Liam Neeson action film? Let me know. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.